Looking back, I've changed so much. The person I used to be last year and the person who I am now. Not even just last year, like the person who I was at the start of the year and the person I am now is like a major change. I've gotten rid of old habits, bad habits, have formed new and better relationship to the most important relationship, the one with Christ and the one with myself. And I know other people see the growth, see the change, and how dysfunctional I was, and know who I am, building up that discipline, that integrity, the drive, the motivation, getting up every day, putting in the work. Yeah, someday I might feel lazy, someday I might not want to do the work, but I still have to get up and put in the work because I know what I want, so I keep going for it. And old me didn't have that drive. Old me would have crumbled under pressure. Thinking back now, I had the mentality of a child. I still see that I'm growing and I still know I have a lot to learn, but I see where I'm supposed to be. But it doesn't get easier. Like, God tests you more. Looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yo, when did you become this guy? Not even just the muscles or anything like that, but it's like your thinking, your mindset. You don't drink, you hardly drink, you don't smoke, you don't do this, you don't like certain things that would affect you back in the past, non-existent to the person you are right now. So I'm like, when did I become you? When did I become him? People who I'm not close with complimenting on, oh, you've changed, you're different, your vibe just shift, you don't do this, you don't do that. And I've never heard that from people that's around me. They always bring up the old version of me and it's irritating. It really is when you're trying to change, trying to become a better person, but the environment you're in, they still see you as the old version. And sometimes they do that unintentionally. They form a picture in their mind and you're stuck in that picture, you're stuck in that frame. And sometimes they do it intentionally. They see you putting in the growth, they see you changing, they see you leveling up. But if they can keep you conformed to your old identity, that benefits them. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people see you changing, you put in the work, you becoming a better version of yourself, and they don't like it. They don't like that you're leveling up. Eventually, you're gonna reach a point to where you have to step away from their circle because they aren't doing the same thing and they see that coming. So sometimes they try to sabotage you. Sometimes they want you to remain small so you can't grow. Funny enough, I had a friend back in the past. I always wanted us to grow, the group of us to grow, become bigger, better. And looking back now, he didn't want that. But at the same time, he didn't want to grow himself. I'm thinking to myself, if you're sabotaging us, if you don't want anyone to pass you, why not you become a person that's above? Why don't you become a leader? You know what I mean? But they see your growth, they see your change. Some people don't want to accept it because they framed you in their mind as a person who cannot, and some people, they would rather you stay how you are than to actually see you grow and become a different person, a better person. So they sabotage you, they criticize you, they diss you, all to keep you conformed to an old identity. But Christ said to be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Every day we grow, we become a better person. We learn from our mistakes in the past, the days before, and all of those experiences should be used to grow, to help others become a better version of themselves too. So if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like people are putting you in a box, I'd say take some time to yourself, kind of isolating a bit, keep focusing on you, and then you appear back as a new version of yourself, or you just completely cut them off. But for me, I'm doing both, you know. Uh, Isolated from all the people I used to know in the past. So I'm focusing on myself, becoming a way better version of myself. Like, I always believe in God, but the relationship that I have with Him now, or the relationship I'm working on with God now, is way better than what I used to have before. What I used to have was, oh, get up, pray, pray in the morning, pray before I eat, pray before I go to bed. That's it. No. As you can see, Bible is open on the bed. Just took some notes, and yeah, it's like speaking to Him every day, speaking to Him not as say, oh, I have to do it. It's I want to go and talk to God. I want to go and tell Him about my day, tell Him what I've experienced, tell Him how I pulled through. Even when I'm hungry, I go to Him. Yeah, I'm not lying. Sometimes I do feel angry at God. Sometimes I do feel shame, and when I feel shame, I don't want to actually go to God. But at the end of the day, I know that He is one person that will actually listen without criticizing you. So even a few days ago, I was just thinking like, me reading this, taking notes on my Bible now, when did I become this person who would do this? I didn't used to do this in the past. But I also see that to become the version of me that He wants me to become, I need to take myself away from all the people who still view me as the old version of myself. I need to step away, focus on myself a bit, focus on Him to become the version of myself that He wants me to become. And eventually, either those people will keep the idea of me as the same version, or they would have to view me as the newer version. And some of the times too, why people don't think you change is because they don't actually change. No matter how much time passes, they still do the same thing, they still have the same old habits. So seeing you as a person who doing things differently, they'll say, oh, you're faking, you're lying. But it's to keep their egos intact. It's to keep them feeling okay. So, oh, I didn't change, so they can't change. They're still doing the same thing they used to do previously. They haven't changed one bit. So it's all about feeding their ego. And with people like that, you need to isolate, you need to separate yourself from them and just focus on you. But if you enjoyed, take care. All right, that's it.